Good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome to, believe it or not, episode number 7 of the Ben and Jen's Lumenswap show. We haven't managed to get the name right to put Glowjeter in there. It's but he's here. He's part of the furniture now. He's smiling away, and we even have him like the first artwork that's actually framed for our show. So we've got him on the bottom of that. If you can up this way. You can see him. Here he is, Glowjeter at the bottom. So, yeah, this hangs proudly in the Lumenswap Lounge now. It's here in the Lumenswap Lounge, and I'm going to be getting the weekly posters that Sir Cheese Lee is kindly making for us, and I'm going to get them all around here. So people can come in and they can see all of the different posters that we've had done, which is awesome. And in the future, I think we should maybe get some that you can buy from the shop. And then they can be like collectible items, and we can sign them and all sorts of cool stuff. So having online NFTs that he does and offline posters. Who have we got? Ritesh, Michelle. Hello from Florida. Cool. We have, how old am I saying? Guillemero. I don't know how I'm murdering that name. I don't know how I would pronounce that, but hello to you. Cosmic Bullseye. Hey, people sharing now at Rocking Free World. Sean, hi to you. Good evening, everyone. We've got loads to get through tonight, so it's great to be with you once again. Lumenswap's coming into a time of extreme excitement. So, Harley, I know you've got to be talking to us about the meme competition, right?
Yes, the meme competition has came to a close. We got 3 winners. Let me see if I can share the screen so I could announce these winners real quick. Okay.
Oh my gosh, the Ben as Jesus was hilarious. I just saw that one today. I was like, oh, it's Ben Almighty. I love that one.
It's what's his name as well. It's like the eyes and everything. As soon as I saw it, I thought that's cool. But because I drank too heavy last night, I didn't even see it was my face. I was just like, that's a really cool one. And I was like, oh my God, that's me. It is Jesus Ben. If people only knew, I think that there's been no way that Jesus and my name would be mentioned in the same sentence.
I think that's why it's extra funny.
Yeah, it's the irony.
We're like, oh, Jesus, it's Ben. I love it.
LSP tattoos incoming. Jack saying, good evening, Jack. I hope you're doing well, mate. Can you share your screen, Glowjeter?
It's giving me some issues with sharing it. It says I need to set the permissions, but I can go ahead and announce the winners.
Yes, or I can, just while you're doing that and announcing, I can maybe, did you put it onto our community chat? The winners, that little picture?
Yep, let me go ahead and repost it on there.
I will go and try and find that and share it so people can see as you do the rundown. We can have a little look.
Perfect. I just
Jan, what have you been up to? Are you going to Florida this week? Right?
I'm not. I'm actually not going to be able to make it. I'm kind of bummed. It is going to be a super cool event, but I'm hoping to get down there. There's another crypto event down there in mid-November, so I'm hoping to be able to make it to that. I love Florida. That's where I want to be.
Florida's nice. That's where I'm originally from.
Really? Where at?
Yeah. Fort Lauderdale, right by Miami.
Oh, nice. Yeah, that's where the event's going to be, in Miami. So
awesome. I feel like Miami's kind of being a hot spot for crypto.
Well, it's going to be. It's going to be the new crypto capital and definitely like innovation tech hub of the U.S. for sure.
I love it.
Have they got the Miami coin or City coin or something going on, haven't they?
Yeah, they just started that, and then next is going to be San Francisco coin. So I'm definitely watching those. And I know you can mine them, all kinds of cool things. I know we're here to talk about LSP, but I'm like, hey, it's coming. People don't want to realize, but crypto is going mainstream. I mean, the last article I read already generated like 17 million in revenue for the city. So that's big.
Well, this is moving into the. I actually quite like these conversations because, yeah, of course, this is the Lumenswap show, but I think it's good to educate our community on stuff that's going on and the way that things are going to move. That for me, one of my big bugbears is I don't like government. I don't like that whole centralized authority. I would like it to be decentralized, and I think that is like maybe one step in the right direction, where that revenue that's being brought in is like instead of having tax, right? Because that can then generate to do things that, public things that need to happen, repairing roads, filling libraries, doing all the stuff. And we can do that with our crypto usage. So that's pretty crazy, isn't it?
Absolutely. Yep. It's going to be huge. And I think that's like another push, towards UBI. And that's something that people have to think about is coming, which, that's a Fed wallet. So it's all moving towards crypto. And you're going to see it so much in gaming. That's what also takes it mainstream. But then whenever cities jump in, it's legit. That's like, get on this train now because it ain't stopping. It is not stopping.
We're going to the point where everything's going to be tokenized. Everything's going to be running on blockchain. And we're in a good position being on one of the biggest with Stellar.
Yeah, I think, you're absolutely right. With Stellar, I just think it's going to change the game, isn't it? I mean, at the moment, it's been all about the build, but over the next 12 months, I think it's going to really be a woken dragon and start breathing fire all over crypto. Right. Okay. So I'm just going to share this and let me know if people can see this picture.
We'll let you expand it a little bit.
Can you see that, or is it not big enough?
It's not big enough.
It's never big enough.
How about this? Is this any bigger?
Looks good.
Okay. Yeah, we can work with that. Okay, so the first winner we got is I'm probably gonna butcher the name. Ben Catriven. Well, the one with looks like Elon and dude from Binance. I think that's Vitalik, all walking down with the LSP, got the apes and the crypto punks. Everybody there's a new dude in town. That's Lumenswap, obviously. Then the second place we got Emiden. They had a cool graphic where he throws up like a light source and it turns into LSP logo. And then the last one's like I think all of our personal favorite. We got Ben Almighty from Ariana Nunez. And this one's hilarious as well.
So are you going to, how's this, by the way, first things first, sorry, a massive well done to everyone that's taken part, because I've been howling for more than a week now when I've been looking at these, and that one of me as G's or some sort of angel or whatever the hell I am there, I think it just made the whole of the team laugh. And even Vlad stepped in and ranked that one in third place. So, I mean, it's even tickled him from the development side. So I think everyone's really enjoyed looking at all of these entrances. And what's the prize format now, mate? How are you going to kind of do that?
Yeah. I was just going to also add that the one, the Jesus Ben, was actually a late entry. It was just put in a couple hours ago. The first place winner gets an iPhone 12. That'll be paid out in Stellar so that they can purchase it themselves if they want. And then we also got 2,500 LSP for the first place, 1,500 first. Let me check the amounts just to make sure. 2,500 is for first place, 1,500 is for second place, and then 1,000 for third place.
Okay, wow. So some decent prizes going out, which is cool, and I think it just continues the vibe that Lumenswap are just trying to give to the community. I mean, every time that I ask Vlad, who is the lead dev and the CEO, co-founder, Vlad, can we have some funds for this, that, or the other? There's never been a no. yeah, he said to me sometimes that we need to maybe have a look at like doing something that's slightly bit different, but it's not being you can't have the funds. You can have the funds if the idea is sound. So that gives me a lot of confidence that they're open. They're not like, you know, some projects I think are so narrow-minded about this is how we're going to market, this is what we're doing. We're not open to the community. If anyone in the community's got some seriously good ideas, then you know, they can bring them to us and we'll take them to the dev side, and then that might actually happen. You know, you've got a chance of having your idea manifested into reality. So all good in the hood. In the comments, guys, what do we think? Ben Almighty, yeah, exactly. It's cool. That's cool, isn't it? I've actually saved that video or that GIF, and I'm thinking, right, I'm going to be using that in a few places across my socials. So, what do we think? If I just post this, what do we think are going to be the 2 October features? I'm interested to hear from you guys that are in the chat. What do you think that you're going to see in the next 2 weeks? What do you think these hidden things that are extra to the roadmap they're going to be? I'm going to see who I think is going to be closest. Just when you get a second, write down what you think that you're going to see from Lumenswap in the next 2 weeks. Remember, this is before automated market makers. Did you two enjoy the automated market maker video, by the way? Did you get a chance to watch it?
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely a lot of good information. I also like that other video you did with the expectations coming by July. Just crazy to think about that we could be at $10 with just a $3 billion market cap, which is nothing compared to our competitors.
I think, well, you know, when Jen was saying, you know, about this crypto kind of tsunami or whatever, you know, starting with the city coins and this kind of thing that's happening at the moment, you know, we're so early still. We're so early in the crypto space, and you know, when we think, you know, make comparisons and projections and predictions, forecasts or whatever, then you know, we're doing a lot of that based on where we are now. And I've just been in my own community. I've been sharing a few of the total value locked in DeFi as a whole concept rather than just one network, as a whole thing. And it went up like 4 billion in about 12 hours. And I'm thinking, so this is like 4 billion that's gone into being locked in DeFi protocols in about 12 hours. And then you try and rationalize that and think, Jesus, like how much money is pouring in. And I'm envisaging that a quarter of the total crypto market cap is going to be some way entwined in DeFi. And if the market cap, the whole crypto market cap, it's 2.5 trillion today. If it goes up to like 5 trillion, that's 1.5 trillion in DeFi. If I'm right in saying 25%, I might be wrong. But at the moment, it's not even 10% of the crypto that's locked in these DeFi protocols. But more people are going, hang on, well, I can actually make gains on the crypto that I'm holding. And like the benefits now just like stack up. It's like compounding. And, you know, it's a whole different world than 2017, 18, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was gonna ask, how's that gonna work? Like, so one of the features, obviously, for October, my guess is gonna be the wallet. I don't know if I'm right or wrong on that, of when that's gonna be released, but with the DeFi and earning just by holding, are you gonna be able to earn just by holding it in your wallet? Or do you have to go somewhere else and stake it? Do we know exactly how that's gonna work yet?
I was wondering that too.
Well, the way that I see that it's going to work is you're going to have you're going to need 2 assets on the Stellar network. So let's just say XLM and LSP. You have these 2 assets, and you've got obviously your options available to you are you can just hodl them like we've always done. We can just hodl them in our wallet, in our cold storage ledger or whatever, and that's it. With the providing the liquidity pools, like providing the liquidity for them, you take them two assets, and then what you can do is you can join, basically fuse them together for a third token, right? Then this token you're going to put in as liquidity into that pair. So anyone that's trading between those two assets can use your assets to buy and sell. I hope that's clear enough for everyone that's watching, so they can.
As long as you make a tutorial video, we're good. For people like me, because we need things simple. Like I need.
Yeah, that's in the tutorial. That's in the tutorial. It's a long video because I think it's a very complex topic. But essentially, what Stellar are doing is saying, right, you can do this with any two tokens, and you can get the network fees from anyone trading those two tokens. So let's just say we went LSP and Doggit, right? You put in LSP Doggit liquidity pool token. Anyone that's trading between those two assets, you get the 0.3% fee paid out to you in a yield. It's inherently risky because, you know, your assets can go up and down in value, and means that you wouldn't have your tokens being worth what they were when you put it in. So if it goes, both of them go up nice and steady together, wonderful. If they do something like one tanks in value and one goes up, or both drop, you can get what's called impermanent loss, and most of us have heard of this. And this means that your let's just say you put $5,000 in to start with. The $5,000 you put in to start with only goes down to like maybe $3,700 or something, and you're like, oh my God, I've lost, you know, a lot of my initial stake. So this is the reason why I would say to anyone watching, do not enter automated market makers and liquidity pools unless you know what the hell you are doing, because you are liable to lose. Unless you've put in a lot of thought about the two assets you're pairing together. And for me, I'm bullish on XLM and LSP. I think both of them are going to appreciate over the midterm and the long term. So I think if I'm putting those assets together to fuse them in a pool, then I'm hoping that my value of $5,000 that I've put in initially is going to incrementally increase, as well as paying me out a yield in say LSP tokens that I can then use for a variety of different things. If I'm thinking, I don't think this token's going to do anything over the long term, and the token value is going to tank, there's no way that I would go into anything like liquidity pool providing. No way.
So I'm sorry, Harley. Do you mind if I ask before I lose this?
Go for it.
So with Lumenswap, though, you know, obviously we know it's like very early to the game, right? You know, and what's been accomplished is, you know, just awesome already. Like the team, we have a really strong team. But LSP, from what I see, is not necessarily fully tethered to XLM. It's not like XLM is just going to pump, it's necessarily going to go up. I mean, because we've seen LSP like on a roll that XLM is not. So with the trading and everything, I mean, I think it would be really beneficial and cool because nobody talks about trading or teaches how to trade XLM. And I'm just wondering, for those out there who do want to learn, you know, where can we go to find that information?
So repeat the question at the end. What did you just say? Because I was just clicking onto a comment, so I just missed what you said. What with XLM? What was regarding?
Yeah. So where can I get into and find like information, education on how to trade with XLM? You know, for people who want to learn trading, where can we go to, you know, start educating ourselves on that? Because I don't see, you know, too many people who are traders in our talks, and I just think it would be really cool. I know a lot of people are still private with that information, but I'm just wondering like how I could learn more, because I want to start day trading all the time, but I want, you know, obviously I want to be good at it and I don't want to lose my ass. So I think, you know, where can I go for that? Do we have anything?
There's a variety of different places. I think what it will be good in the weeks to come is for us to reach out to maybe a couple of well-established traders, you know, that have been around the block for several years, and get them to come in maybe and start giving some people some basics. I think that's probably like a logical step forward, because You know, from saying doing something like myself, you know, there's multiple, you know, you're talking about, say, day trading. So you're looking at like scalp trading and making very small, you know, very small percentage gains, but a lot of them, right, over the space of a day, and using technical analysis on XLM, which is fine because it's a well-established crypto, right? So it's going to have price supports and all this kind of thing. What you've got is with, say, when you start looking at a lot of stellar assets, that goes out of the window because they're so new. You know, a small bit of buy or sell action, when I say small, you know, maybe a couple of $100,000 or something, can massively change the game for these. So I think, to answer your question, yeah, it's a great question. And I think that to add to our like community team, we need to pick the right person who can deliver very basic trading information to start people, you know, down that road of how to kind of trade any, it doesn't really matter whether it's XLM, any crypto asset, and some of like the, you know, the basics around that, what to look for. Because for me, I'm more of like, say, a position trader. So I will look with a view to more of a longer time frame, rather than it being like, say, you know, 1 minute candles or something you might be looking at on a daily basis. I will be looking at thinking, okay, this has now come down to a price range that's signaling buy to me, but I'm looking over 6 or 12 months. So I'm using maybe a daily chart. And I think that's another thing that we need to, you know, people to understand is, you know, if you're day trading and you've got like, you know, screens all around you and you're, you know, engrossed in those screens, that is a hugely time consuming occupation. It's mad because you're having to look at multiple different indicators. You're having to look at multiple different charts. You're having to look at all sorts of different variables. And you can be on them screens for 12, 14 hours. Who's got 12 or 14 hours in their day that they can be doing that? And of course, then another option would be like bot trading. So you set up a bot and it buys and sells with certain parameters, you know, an algorithmic bot. But that's like not something that we would be doing initially in helping, you know, newbies get into trading. We need to teach them some of the basics. And yeah, exactly. And we need someone qualified in that, right, to be able to come in and say, here's some very short videos on, you know, some trading, technical analysis, things to look for, and also, you know, combining the fact that the asset is maybe got some history to it, and it's not too new that none of that is going to be relevant, because it's not going to be relevant if it's just a meme coin that's been launched 2 hours ago and everyone's hyping it, but there's nothing actually to it. It needs to be something like you say, Stellar, XRP, or these kind of coins that have got a long history, got good price support, good communities, so on and so forth.
Right now, it's going to be a hard time for beginning traders as well, because we're getting to the point in the bull run where you see Bitcoin reaching new all-time highs. It's only a matter of time before these big players like XLM and XP shooting up out of nowhere. So if you're just getting into trading, it may be a little bit difficult because you may miss the train.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. I agree. And I also think that, you know, there are optimum times that you would trade, like you say, then, you know, when Bitcoin's, you know, in a blow off top, i.e. Bitcoin price is just going like parabolic upwards, you know, step away from everything, because, you know, if you're trying to call the bottom and the top of that movement, the likelihood is that you are going to get, as a newbie, you're going to get fried on that movement. You know, you are going to be buying at some ridiculous level. I mean, how many people bought into Bitcoin in 2017, 18 at the top and bought in at like 17 to 20,000? Loads of people I know bought in at that price. And of course, then it reversed and went down to 3. You know, you've got to be very cautious. So I'd say to anyone, as I always say, education first. Forget that, you know, try and bounce the FOMO out. Education first. Know what the hell you're doing with $5 before you start getting into anything significant. Because Harley, I know that you've been like me, and Jen, where we've all buggered stuff up in 17, 18 many times to get the wisdom to do it more sensible this time round.
Yeah, that's part of the initiation. You got to mess up a couple times in crypto before you get it right. And even then, you're always learning. It
Oh yeah,
changes. The game changes all the time.
for sure.
Are you gonna like sort of get into like trading then, Jen? Is that you gonna be your thing? You know, are you looking to kind of be a crypto trading chick?
I hope it's my thing. That's why I'm just trying to learn literally everything I can about crypto, but it's so much. And that's why just to like help my friends and like, the ladies that I see, I'm going to take a group of them, but let's just start simple, wallets. Let me show you these, 5 basic ones that are going to be around and start simple because God, it's so much to unload, like years and years. And then, I want to step into that world. Do I know if I want to day trade all the time? No, but if I see some good opportunities, I want to know, that I'm making the right plays and how to think really quick and, I just want to learn. Yeah, anything's possible. Media, trading, yeah, crypto full time.
Speaking of your friends, I saw you got a new group of Lumen baddies.
Yeah. We're like the Spice Girls or something, if you will. But you might even bring more. But yeah, I'm just getting my girls into crypto, and they were all along, all about it. We're like, let's take it to the moon, y'all.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
100%. I mean, are these ladies that like or girls that work with you at the moment,
Yeah.
or are they just your pals? Or
They're like 2 of my artists at my shop.
okay.
We're all sisters. Like, it's great. I love them to death. They're like the chillest, most fun vibes. Like, we're an awesome team.
So Cheesley has put here, look on the screen, the LSP Ice. So like the LS Spice girls like it. He's a creative one, so Cheesley, isn't he? Yeah, he's a creative one. So we've had a few people say what they think is in the pipeline. What I will say is that we have a date. Okay, so we have a date, and here is the date. So the first non-roadmap feature launching is the 20th of October, right? And I promised I would tell you this tonight. So here it is, live. 20th of October is going to be the first thing that Lumenswap have built, basically, that's not on the roadmap. So for you people that are new, there's a milestone. There's 9 milestones that are set out in concrete. Those are going to be things that, the dev side are creating for us. They're going to be useful. And then they've got these other cool things that they're doing that are not on that list, not on the milestones. This month is seeing 2. So if you're not aware of this, right, we've got 2 of these coming in the next 14 days, because of course it's the 17th of October today, 31 days in October, 2 weeks left, and we have one in like 3 days time. So Wednesday, I believe, is the 20th. It's going to be sometime. I don't have an exact time. You'll have to just wait and see on Wednesday. So I don't know whether it's going to be in your time zone or whether it's going to be in UK or whether it's going to be kind of Asian time zone. Who knows? But it's going to be sometime during the 20th. We're going to be getting the first one of these. We need to be prepared for these because, as I've said already, both are going to be utility for LSP.
What, Ben? What?
The suspense is killing me.
Tell us, Ben.
Give us a little hint. You can at least give us a hint, right?
I think that we have a very more than average chance of Elon Musk retweeting us.
Okay.
What?
So yeah, I think that's the kind of level. I think that, if it's done right, I think it would have to be done right, but I think that's the kind of for what we're going to be seeing. I think that's where I would say, and I'm not being sensationalist by saying that or hyping anyone. I'm not saying go out, run out and buy now, because you can do what the hell you want. And this is to you people that are watching, by the way. Do what the heck you want. I don't care. I'm loaded up, right? I don't really mind. I'm here to try and help you with education, but you do what you want because you obviously have to do your own research. But I'm not someone that is going to be hyping you without good reason. And what's coming is pretty big. So someone's just put who wins meme con. We've done the memes, okay? So you need to watch the video again from the start.
And I'll be posting the flyer of the graphic of who won. But going back to Elon Musk, that just gets my brain wrapping. You've seen what happens when Elon Musk even mentions Doge, like, so just that's just crazy to me.
And he doesn't. And yeah, okay. So wait, are we allowed to guess? Can we guess?
Yeah, of course you can guess.
Because what are you gonna do? Give away a Tesla?
I don't think it would be that crazy, but you know, who knows? Who knows? I think that, you know, maybe one of his companies, or there'll be an association or something, might be something. I don't know. But like, there's going to be, there's going to be some real excitement this week, and let's not forget. I think, and this is my own opinion again, but I think that this week is really big. And if it's like an average chance of, like, say, Elon Musk or someone, like, you know, getting quite excited, then the next one is bigger. And these aren't the automated market maker. So that kind of, like, I suppose it's like a stepping stone. And the devs have done this on purpose, because as we head towards automated market makers, they've kind of gone like, okay, we're going to go 1, 2, 3. We don't want to put the biggest one before the smaller one. We want to kind of go, this is big, this is bigger, this is biggest.
I'm over here buying more LSP. I'm excited for this because the devs always deliver, always.
Yeah, exactly. Everything they've said they're going to do so far, you know, they're doing. And also another thing that I came up with, because we're obviously talking about these kind of topics, I thought what would be really, really cool is to have this platform where when you logged into your wallet and you went on to like a Lumenswap interface, right, you could click on to a certain tab that's going to open up a page, and it was going to show you the most profitable pairs on the whole of the Stellar network for you to provide liquidity for. So like the ones where the highest fees are. And if you've got like, so, you know, you can put into that pool and get the most fees. And I was like, that would be really cool. Like a DeFi, like a DeFi analytic tool, essentially, for the whole of the Stellar network. Yeah. So we could just have a look at the top ones. So before we actually decided which ones we wanted to put our assets into, we could then come to this table, because we know that we've already got the rewards, right? The analytics, the market, that kind of thing. And I said, would that be possible? And it's like, great idea. I'm going to go and speak to Dev about, you know, the implementation of that. So I was like, oh my God, that will be another crazy thing. Because then you get in people from Stellar, not necessarily just Lumenswap, coming to Lumenswap as an analytical tool for Stellar DeFi. So yeah, that would blow up as well.
Yeah, we've been saying it, that Lumenswap's going to be the premier DEX on the Stellar network and the flagship for AMMs. And this is just the icing on the cake.
With those tabs, like, and to be able to see, you know, which ones would be best for the liquidity and everything for providing that, like, those are, we're going to verify are all like legit, like, because we know how like there's so much fake stuff built on Stellar and we have to be careful, but are we going to verify that these are legit projects?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a slow process, but I think that's absolutely what's going to happen, Jen. I think they're going to tick off, yeah, this is legit, you know, and then when you notice what happens is it's pretty slow at the moment. People are going, why haven't we got our token, like, you know, as an approved token? Because they need to check out, you know, yeah, is this token in for the long term? Has it got a good dev team? You know, is it about building? I mean, we added SLT, didn't we? And all sorts of different ones. As soon as we've checked them out and they get added as like a verified token. You don't have that, you know, with Lobster. It's like 10 buggers, and you've got to be really careful, haven't you, which one that you're choosing, you know, because there's so many fake ones. And sadly, lots of our community have fallen foul. And you know they've bought the wrong tokens, and it's been horrible for us to see that happen. That the scammers have won against these people, but with us, we're adding the right one in, so you don't have to kind of navigate 20 of the same token. You can just know when you buy that one, that SLT, for example, LSP, whatever it might be, you're buying the right one. because it's been ticked off. So that will be really cool that people can come to us and they know they've got that trust in us. But also in the future, when we're doing the incubator, remember, everyone's listening, that the incubator is coming before Christmas as well. So as Stellar is blowing up, which I think we've all just said, you know, there is different reasons for Stellar to be blowing up. As Stellar is blowing up, we are going to be a place that developers and project managers can come to launch their tokens in our auction. That's coming before Christmas as well. So we've got these two things that are coming this month, then automated market makers, then the incubator before Christmas. You know, I've been trying to say to people, you know, load up now, because when they come in, then we will have to go through a matrix of making sure that project's legit. They're not ruggy, they're not scammers, you know, they're coming to us with good intentions. And then those projects will obviously be built on this trust platform as well. So we're going to be having like gems that you can pick on Stellar, building with Lumenswap, analytical tools knowing about automated market making and, you know, the liquidity, also the most traded assets on Stellar, how to connect your wallet and send different assets. We're going to be having these two things that I can't tell you, but you'll find out on Wednesday, one of them built in, and you're going to get an ecosystem building out.
Right.
You're going to get all of these different parts of like this huge, great ecosystem. And I've always said the price will follow the build. If the build we keep building out, it's going to go.
I don't know why we like. It would be cool if, you know how like BitTrue does it. We could use our LSP for voting on projects too as a community and stake it and get more. You know, and
I like that idea.
That'd be cool. Like I think that would be something cool.
That's going to be again something that's down the line. I mean, this is already spoken about in kind of the dev circle, in terms of, you're absolutely right, that you will be able to make suggestions. I have to try and keep it non-techy a little bit because I don't want to lose anyone, but you'll be able to make suggestions of what Lumenswap do by staking your LSP tokens in the future. Cool. And this is when we will transition across to a community. So this will be a decentralized community where we all come together and say, oh, wow, it would be great if we could just add this kind of dev aspect. And then that gets done if we get enough votes for it. So we're going to, I mean, the magnitude of what we are going to see in this next 12 months is there's no Stellar project in the same universe as what they're trying to do here. There's not, I mean, I've done a little bit of digging here and there and kind of had a look around and I've thought, no, not you. And I haven't found one yet that has the aspirations, but not just that, the timely development and the additional features that Lumenswap does. There isn't one. And I'm not here going, come on, like, you know, I'm being honest. If anyone's found one that matches this pound for pound, by all means put it into the comments. Let me go and check it out. But there isn't, across so many different areas, this is just something that comes around once in a crypto lifetime for me.
Yeah, you got to take advantage of these opportunities. They don't present themselves this often. And you can see with the roadmap, with all the stuff we got coming up just in the next couple of weeks, you wanna hop on this train.
Yeah, and I mean, and look at what's happening with the marketing. We're getting people coming in now wanting to do like different, you know, Jen and the girls, the baddies, you know, coming and doing their own LSP and Lumenswap kind of vids. And we're getting Dan, big shout out to Dan, who's doing his YouTube videos. So we're getting different people. We're getting, you know, I know Andrew's on here this evening, and he's like, you know, a big player in the NFT world. Of course, Sir Cheesley and I are working together on many different designs, artwork, and NFTs. And we've also, Sir Cheesley and I have also got another thing that's coming. We hope to launch this on the Halloween show. The Halloween show, we hope to have something for you in what we're doing. It won't be finished then, but what we're doing. And that's going to be a huge community builder. Massive fun, huge community building thing. And this is nothing to do with the dev. This is community side. You know, it's mind-blowing what's coming. And someone's asked a question back up here where it was to do with crowd loans, right? I've missed the question now. I can't find it. But the way that I think it's going to work is almost like you will put in the collateral of your LSP, and you will be able to draw a loan based on that.
Ooh.
Last week we spoke about NFTs and whether we could. I think it was you, Harley, that brought up the kind of NFTs and the different sort of use cases and that. And we were talking about houses and, you know, being able to get like condos or whatever with NFTs staked to get the money out and all that kind of thing. I think all of that's feasible as well. You know,
yeah, and you see these up and coming NFT artists on Stellar Network. We got Andrew, who's in the chat. Sir Cheesley. Andrew got the Stellar Punks, which are crazy. I see they're going up in value quick. So you may want to hop on grab some of those. And Sir Cheesley, he got the snakes, and he got some cool collections he got going on. Nettie, I know she's working with Bull Runner. They got a competition for her NFTs coming on where we're actually going to be burning some LSP. So shout out to the NFT artists on Stellar.
Yeah, all of the NFT artists, I take my hat off to you as well, because I'm not. I said to Sir Cheesley, I'm thankful that I've got like this. He is the yang to my yin. You know, I'm the ideas guy, but like getting the idea and turning it into like the reality he's done. I mean, look at, I'm being completely biased here, but look at our stickers. I mean,
I love it. I love
who has got their own, which crypto project's got their own Halloween characters?
It's such a fun community. I love how in the post there's just like a random, like, Sir Cheesley is just like randomly up there, like nonchalantly, his little cheese pyramid with his little monocle, like. Oh.
And the way that like he's like the cheese devil, no, cheese demon. I think he's like the cheese demon with like a big tail, you know, with like the forked tail or whatever. And I mean, that's just, to some people they'll be like watching and going like, I don't give a shit about stickers, right? It's like, who cares about? It's all the little parts of the whole community effort. You know, there's so many people that have come together with so many different talents around Lumenswap, knowing these people know that this is going the right way. They're not all coming into Lumenswap because they think this is a sack of turds and this is going to tank out tomorrow. They know everything, the effort they're putting in on the front end is going to be repaid multiple times on the back end. And because of this, it builds the excitement because you're getting like cool stickers, good NFTs. I mean, these pieces of, I mean, how many projects are getting like, you know, posters made that they've got in like frames already, right? For their different shows. It's, when you look at the intricacies of what's going on, you're like, this is only time before this absolutely hammers upwards in price, in my opinion.
Well, if not, it's up with your head.
Nice. I was down there, and it was like, yes. If I get my hands on that J Sizzle, she's going in the bloody Tower of London. I'm getting her on the chopping block.
I love, it's such a fun community though. Like I love like that people can laugh, they can have fun, and you know, I think that's amazing. I think a lot of people in crypto are way too serious.
Yeah, exactly. And I also think, you know, we're talking about the tribal aspect before, you know, and thinking, oh, I find it quite boring and tedious, you know, where it's like, oh, and I think you mentioned it in a video of yours, Jen, I was watching on Twitter, where you're like, oh, come on, that whole thing's so boring, where it's like, oh, this is mine and yours is shit. And this, you know, I'm welcoming everyone, you know, for me, everyone on Stellar, I want them to do well, all of the projects building, because overall it lifts us all up, doesn't it? If there's more than one successful project. But some are so focused on knock your skyscraper down, and their energy is focused on like knock it. And I'm like, build your own, dude. Like, just build your own skyscraper. Why are you trying to knock someone else's down? And yeah, it's just a bit tedious, isn't it?
Build your own castle. Leave mine alone.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly that. Okay, one more thing. We've got a Halloween special posters, one worth hanging up. Just wait. So we have this from Sir Cheesley, meaning we're going to have a pretty cool, if he's saying just wait for this one, we're going to have a pretty cool Halloween poster. And, you know, I take my hat off to him. I know we've shouted him out, but like, I take my hat off to him because what he's building out at the moment is also going to be mega cool for you guys. It really is. We're going to have a lot of fun over the next few weeks. You know, there's going to be some, like, none of us take ourselves too seriously, as you can tell. You know, Jenna takes the mickey out of myself. She leaves Harley alone. I think they've got a thing going on. Maybe it's the US connection. I seem to get all of the Jen, she's going to lock my head off if she ever sees me kind of vibes. I'm just joking. But you can see that we don't take ourselves.
Yet. Wait till
what?
Give me more time with Harley. Like, I already know you well. It's easy for me to pick on you now.
Yeah, okay. More, Harley, watch out. Watch out. She'll be having your head in a chopping block.
I'm a little troll. I like it. I'm a friendly troll.
A friendly troll. So we've got, someone asked about merch. We've got merch available, guys. We've got caps, we've got cups, we've got wallets, hoodies, t-shirts. Lumenswap merch is available at lumenswap.xyz. The web address is across the bottom of the screen at the moment. Just going back to the comments, sounds like an NFT. They're talking about LS Spice. So LS Spice girls. So Cheesley, you're the coolest. Terry is 1.8 mil LSP and counting. LSP will be King Dex. Yep, I reckon that we're going to be certainly out there punching with the big boys in not so long a time frame. What else have we got here? Nothing more at the minute from the community. Any questions, guys, that you want to put in? Ahmed has just put who's winner. You need to watch the video from the start. And that you need to go across onto the Reddit. Harley will be taking care of you with regard to who's won and the prizes, etc. But we did mention it at the beginning. The friendly troll lives under the crypto bridge. Nice, I like it. I like what you've done there, the crypto bridge. Oh, that's a little
troll sticker.
That's another thing.
You should be a troll for the Halloween special.
Oh yeah. We need to add a troll in, don't we? We need to add one to our stickers.
Yeah, we need a little troll character.
I need like a Princess Poppy one. Like, I'm a happy troll. Like, happy can't troll. Stop the feeling, kind of like, yeah, a dancing happy troll. That's me.
You've been designed as a witch, right? Which I think is far more fitting for your personality. Like, you're nasty. I'm going to cast a spell on you, Lumen Ben. I'm one of them kind of tackles.
Well, I have a big personality. I think we could cover different, angles of it.
so Cheesley, if you hear this, we need not just a witchetty Jen, we need a troll Jen as well, but a happy, vibey troll, right? A nice troll. And then I'll make some more stickers tomorrow and we can add them to the Halloween selection. Okay, guys, I said thanks. He said consider it done as well. It'd be nice to have one wallet. Yeah, I know, for all my crypto. Is this where bridging comes into play? Bridging's like from one network. I always describe it as like train tracks. You know, if you've got train tracks, you've got like, Binance Smart Chain, Ethereum, you've got Stellar, this. And then the bridging is like what goes between one and the next. So allows you to be interoperable between the different train tracks, right? That's basically how it works. I think what we'll see in maybe the next 12, 18 months, 2 years is you could just have one asset on multiple different networks. They all just work seamlessly with each other. We're starting to see it already. I think it's only a matter of time before we see that. So yeah, you'll be able to store pretty much all of your assets in one place and get rid of all of this confusion. You say you agree, yeah?
Yeah, interoperability is the future crypto. Eventually, everything's going to be able to transact with everything. So we're still in the infancy period of crypto. So I see within the next 3 years, a lot more interoperability is going to come into play.
Queen Poppy. Yes, that's me. Queen Poppy. That's me. That is me.
Too many wallets, someone said. Okay, and finally, last point, guys, is that we are listing on yet another exchange tomorrow. And this time it is going to be Bitforex, which I think is a pretty smart move. You guys, what do you think?
Yeah, that's a pretty big one. I've actually heard of that one, and I think I've used it once or twice whenever I was first getting started. But yeah, that's the more exchanges, the better.
I don't know about it.
Seems like all the exchanges have bid in the front.
So many bids.
Oh, Poppy, we do love you.
I'm learning.
Someone's put patience till the 20th. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's like just patience until, if you've got a bag, I think it's patience until these automated market makers. When that comes in, a lot of liquidity is going to enter Stellar. And I did the video and I said the people that are involved in those that come in early. It was one of the questions that I asked Vlad, who's the development, the CEO, and I said, is this going to be like a kind of time critical? And he said, absolutely. So with when you come in into these liquidity pools, the early birds are going to get rewarded handsomely. So that maybe there's a clue right in that for you with knowing what to do over the couple of weeks. I'm anticipating, and I may be completely off track here, but I'm anticipating we're going to see price appreciation over these 2 weeks of the LSP token, because I just think with two utility aspects coming in, and then money coming into Stellar Network, when with the money, let's just use the word money rather than crypto. When money comes into Stellar, this kind of DeFi tsunami, as I keep saying, it's going to happen, then people are going to say, okay, where on Stellar should I put this money? What's my best options? And the most marketed one with the best overall features that are going to help people in DeFi is us. So when they make that, selection, they're going to say, well, Lumenswap has to be there, has to be, like Harley said, the flagship swap, the spot, all of the other aspects that we've got already going. It has to be considered.
In your video, you also mentioned we may be getting rid of the trader rewards. They may be going into something with the AMMs for additional rewards. I mean, people are going to put their money where the rewards are. So.
Yeah, we don't want to hear you complaining about it. Like, we already know how everybody got with the other rewards. And you know what? Here's the thing. People will complain about free stuff no matter what. But the thing is, we're telling you they could potentially go away for traders, not the other ones, but you've been told. Okay.
Yeah, and exactly. And it says it in the docs. If you read the docs, you need to read the words. It said holders, 10 years, traders, no time set. Read the words. If they want to, they just go, gone. And I will say to you this piece of news that they are going, right? Guaranteed, they are going, right? The traders' rewards are going, and I've said it numerous times. I don't like them. I don't think that the trade and reward brings anything to the community at all. It's people going, oh, look, I've just got this for buying 10,000, selling 10,000 a day. Happy days. I'm now going to go and sell these on the open market. Like, what does that actually
fake volume?
It's fake
volume.
Fake washed volume, right? Wash traded volume, nothing else, not one thing else. And I know that the dev side knew that the automated market maker was coming, right? They knew there was rumblings in the, the hierarchy of Stellar. This was going to be coming, and they thought, okay, what can we put in as a stopgap from our token generation event until we use these rewards for their purpose? And this has just literally been a few months stopgap where they've kind of gone, well, we've got these tokens that we need to factor into the tokenomics. Let's give them for this reason, and then we're going to move the reason. They're still going to be essentially for trading, aren't they? But just not traditional trading in per se.
That makes sense. You have to do what's best for the community, So I think that's great.
I agree as well.
Yeah, exactly. And you know, we like we said, all of the stuff that's come in, it like, you know, and it's still funny because I think we've got like a major exchange has made it to what, 50 minutes into this show. I mean, that's kind of how crazy things are. It's not even ranking as like really the top news or the top things that we want to be talking about. And for other projects, they would be having that in minute one, because
Right,
that's
yeah.
a big piece of
In
news.
line.
For us, it's like that's down the line. It's not even like significant. So yeah, I think we've covered pretty much everything over the last 7 days. Look out for, like I say, more stickers, more artwork, more NFTs. 20th release of this first stage. And when this happens, you know, I ask you guys that are watching this video, when this thing happens on the 20th, it's not down to us necessarily to go out there and to market this if you've got a big bag. It's also down to you, people, to go and do your part, which is retweeting, sharing, talking about stuff. Because without the community, a project is nothing. But we can't sit there with our thumbs up our asses and go, oh, Lumenswap are going to take care of all of the marketing and that. If there's a new listing, a token, a exchange listing, you go out there and talk to people about it as well. Go and spread the word, and then the fire catches a lot quicker, right? That's my opinion. Guys, finish it off with a few words, and then we'll knock it off for today.
Yeah, I just want to say, yeah, we're a community project, so of course the community is a big part. We give back. We'd love for y'all to continue to tell for people about Lumenswap. We also got the Lumenswap community page we have going up, and if you were one of the winners of Lumenswap, the Lumen Memes Reddit, I'm going to be reaching out to you on your Reddit page, so be on the lookout for that, and I'll make sure you get your prizes. And what do you got, Jen?
I think you guys have covered it, and I love Ben just like telling it like it is, like just gives it to you straight. I like it.
Well, it's one of my things. I've always been like a ace on my sleeve kind of guy, right? I don't bullshit people. I'm not one of the. I can't do this crypto. I'm going to blow smoke up your ass and say this is the most amazing shit in the world, and it's not. You know, I will be honest. Wherever I'm talking about crypto, I'll be honest. And people like, I don't like this fucking guy. Excuse my language, but he's too direct, right? He's too direct. I want someone to be all like, you know, fucking sunshine and rainbows.
No,
I'm not that person. I will be saying, if I believe in this, I'll put my heart and soul in terms of education and trying to bring you the knowledge. And I think people respect that, but it's not the most endearing. You know, people want, let's all be really hypey and cool. And I'm like, that isn't me. I'm like, I've spotted something. I work for a project that is the dog's nuts in terms of, you know, swaps. And I think, let me just deliver that direct style to you. And the people that engage in it, great. And the people that don't want that, you go to one of the other Lumenswap commentators, right? Those people will talk in your fluffy way maybe, and you'll enjoy that. But for me, if I spot it and I think it's worth telling you about, I'll deliver it to you and go off and do with it what you want, guys. Of course, we'll also have some fun, but when it's time to kick ass over these next 2 weeks, it's time to kick ass.
I think people appreciate that realness, especially when it's dealing with their money. I mean, I know I do. I'd rather have someone who just gave it to me straight. It was just like I said, awesome community. And you can tell you work your ass off for Lumenswap. You really do. And I mean, Harley, you've been doing awesome things with Reddit, and just like everybody's getting really, really active. But you definitely put all of you into it, Ben. It's noted. People see it.
Yeah, I think, well, I saw a T-shirt in Camden, right? Camden's like one of these cool areas of London. You ever come here, you need to go there. And there was a T-shirt in a shop, and it went, real is rare. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. I need to actually buy this T-shirt, right? But instead, I bought this one. Look at this. This has got to be shown on the show. Look at this badass T-shirt.
Oh my God, it's the Queen as the Joker. Wow, that's dope.
So The Queen is a joker. So I saw this t-shirt and real is rare. And I was like, oh my God, I need to buy the Queen as a joker. You know, like, so I bought the Queen as a joker t-shirt. But that one was next to it. And I thought both of them summarize me, you know, in some way where I thought real is so rare. There's so much fakeness in crypto, right? Where everyone's just blowing smoke up something and like, I'm doing it for the money or the upside. And I think there's people like me that are really passionate about the project they work in. I wouldn't have even taken the role. I would have just said, Vlad, kiss it. I don't even want to be part of that if I don't believe in it. I can't sell something to people and educate people if it's a crock of shit. So there we go, guys. It's a good way to finish anyway. It's a good way to finish. There you go. Take some of the Queenie.
She's laughing from her castle at you. She's like, these peons.
Be gone.
Yes, that's it. Off with your head.
Off with
This is cute.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you as always to you guys. I mean, you know, I take my hat off. I know we joke around and we're a bit stern well, I'm a bit stern and you guys take the piss and everything, but thank you very much for everything you bring to the community. You guys are just off the chart cool. And I'm the normal English guy. But joking aside, you know where to find us on our socials. Get across the Lumenswap community on Telegram. Lumenswap.io is the website. You can get onto the app that way. Lumenswap.xyz is where you're going to find your merch and where you're going to find some video explainers and some bits and pieces from the community. We'll be adding to that. So Cheesley and Andrew are your guys that are doing the Lumenswap, the majority of Lumenswap stuff on Lightmint. So go across to Lightmint and check out their NFTs. We've got a big shout out to Vlad and all the development team for what you've done so far and to what's coming in this next 2 weeks, because I know it's taken a lot of hours and it's going to blow a lot of people away. It's going to melt a lot of faces. And we are really, from the community side, really thankful if you guys are watching this video. So thank you for that. And lastly, to everyone that is listening, has listened, or is part of the community in any way, shape or form, and it's going out there spreading the word, you know, we need to get this forest fire burning. We need to go out there and spread the word in whichever creative way that you like. Remember, I am giving away 10,000 LSP per month for 1 year from my personal stack for those people that have not necessarily creative in terms of an NFT or a meme, but say in a creative way of how you can bring in 500, 1,000 people into the community, or how you can make a different part of the community grow that's not growing at the minute. So if you do that and you get noticed by me, you might get that prize, which could be worth, of course, if we get to the levels that we've mentioned in the show, could be worth like 100K in the future, right? If we go up to $10 plus. So yeah, thanks for that, guys. It's been an honor as always. And I look forward to joining you. I think you and I are doing a very special show on the 21st. Is that right, Harley? Is that right, 21st?
21st, we got some special announcements. We're going to be doing a special show.
And Jen, I'm not sure whether you are on that show. Can you make it on that, or are you?
Yep, I'll be in town.
Ah, brilliant. So the three of us are going to be doing a special show, which will be, it's going to be later night UK time. For when these guys have finished doing what they're doing in the day, but we'll be bringing you more information. And this is so halfway through the week. So Thursday night, the day after the feature, we're going to be explaining the feature. We're going to be telling you the next stage of what's going to be happening on this crazy 2-week journey. So maybe over the next fortnight, there might be 2 shows a week, just until we kind of get all of the information out to you guys so you know what you're doing with it. Okay, take care. As always, keep rocking and rolling, and bye the LSP token. Cheers. All the best.
Bye, guys.
Peace.